Packing for 13 days seems simple enough until you try to fit it on a motorcycle. My Royal Enfield shotgun has got panniers fitted. We have 2 leather bags, leather satchels, and they are not completely waterproof. They will keep a light shower out, but I do have to be very careful what I put in those. The other thing I'm taking with me is this big green dry bag type duffel bag, and I certainly hope it is dry because that's where all my personal effects are going to be going. And that's it. That's as much as I'm taking with me. I didn't want to be taking extra bags and making the bike too sluggish or heavy or hard to handle. And as you know, whenever it comes to packing, yeah, you want to take everything and the kitchen sink. Definitely not going to be that person on this trip. And this is going to be light. For 13 days, I have 2 days where I want to do something other than ride the bike. We do have St. Patrick's Days in the middle, so I'll definitely want to be doing something that night. And also at the very end of the trip, I'm going to meet a few friends down in Cove, which is just beyond the finish line. So the other thing is you can underpack. I'm very wary about not taking something in case something happens. But at the same time, I'm not going to be completely isolated. So, you know, I hope that I'm able to find whatever I need, or if I'm missing something that I can find it on the road. So the essentials I'm going to be bringing with me: documentation. I'm going to bring my motorcycle insurance, driver's license, but I'll also be bringing my green book, which is the book I've used to plan this trip from when I first started thinking about it. And in it, we've got a daily plan for all the waypoints I'm hoping to be hitting, but there's other essential details in there, like the hotel I'm going to be staying at every night, and also a couple of contact numbers in there for travel insurance, and the other one for breakdown cover, because usually you're under a fair wee bit of pressure already if you need either of those 2 numbers, and it's just nice to have them somewhere handy that you can remember and get in touch with somebody fairly quickly. Other things which I'm going to be bringing with me, there's a friend of mine lending me something called overgloves, and I've not experienced these yet, but he said, you know, if the temperatures start to drop, they can be very, very handy in keeping your hands warm, especially in a bike that doesn't, as yet, have heated grips. It might be something I want to get fitted in the future if I'm going to be doing trips like this. But sure, we'll see. I'll learn it on this trip. The other thing, then, my overnight bag is going to be very, very basic, because I've never been to a hotel or a bed and breakfast where there wasn't, all the basics were basically all the basics are basically supplied. So towels and washcloths and, you know, whatever you need is usually there. So there's no point of filling up a bag with all that kind of stuff. So I'll have a basic wash bag with toothpaste, toothbrush and deodorant and that type of thing. But that's it. Keeping it very light. I've already lifted 1 or 2 items out of my bag that I believed were not really needed. At home, I have 3 means of securing my motorcycle. One of the alarm disc locks, and I've got myself a chain and padlock, and padlock fits through the rear disc as well. So I have a third one there, which was one of the first ones I got, was poor quality, and I just decided it was too heavy and bulky and to be bringing along and wasting space, really. As far as clothing is concerned, I have went through my bag a few times and removed items, but I am just keeping the basics and enough for a couple of nights out in St. Patrick's night, and whenever I reach Cove outside Cork, where I'm meeting up with a few friends. And other than that, I had considered extra tools, but to be honest, would I really know what to do with them? And I'd probably be better just leaving it up to a recovery crew if something happens to the bike. of my 3 storage areas, I've got my duffel bag, as you know, and I've got my 2 pannier, my leather satchels. In my mind, on the offside, the right-hand side of the bike, that's my garage. And that bag contains my security locks for my bike, the wee small toolkit that I have has got a pump, and also my wet gear, which will sit along the top of all that. So yeah, that's my garage. On my left, that's the satchel that I'm going to be living out of. Yeah, that's where I'm going to have some of my camera gear and all that type of thing, for trying to capture these lovely moments down the coast. But also my water bottle and my sandwiches, for whenever I stop at lunchtime and all this type of thing. Hopefully fit that all in that bag. And my duffel bag, well, that's where I'm going to be keeping all my personal effects and having my chargers and anything I need then to be using it. It'll only be used at night. It won't be needed during the day. So that bag should not be opened through the day. Once it's closed, and it should be watertight, hopefully watertight. So I put a bit of preparation into this wee trip, a bit of preparation into the packing, and I hope I haven't overloaded. I don't think I have. And I would like to think that I have enough stuff there to make my trip comfortable and enjoyable without having added too much weight to the bike. But to be honest, until I get this trip underway, which is not far away now, I'll not know. But I'll definitely know by the time I get back.